Vitality has a new Cloud 2 winter collection, and I'm here to talk about it with you guys today. There are a lot of pieces coming out, you guys. It should be a good review. As you can see, a lot of blues here, so I obviously have you guys covered with all the color comparisons that you could ever possibly need in the world. If you are needing a little reminder on what Cloud 2 feels like, what it fits like, the hand feel, all of that, I will link my Vitality playlist here for you guys to see, and especially for pieces that have already launched before, such as the Cloud 2 Corset tank. So if I skim over a piece, I will definitely let you know which video you should have seen it from before, and you can get like the full in-depth review there. But like I said, a lot of new pieces coming out, a lot of new colorways, so let's just dive right into it. This time last year was when Vitality introduced Cloud 2. It was iconic, revolutionary, transformative for Vitality, and pretty much set the tone for the rest of the year, if I do say so myself. So I'm so glad that they're starting out this year so strong. On the topic of Cloud 2 and then just the Vitality color system as a whole, they are introducing a brand new classic palette. So if you're unfamiliar with the Vitality color system, essentially they are introducing darker colors as the color palette and then having lighter tones underneath it to complement it super well, to the point where you can just mix and match and know that they will go beautifully together. So obviously here I have the blue color family, aka the Sapphire color family, which is the darkest tone, followed by Miss Indigo, the middle tone, and then Mist, which is the lightest tone. And then we also have Ice. So yeah, all four of these colors, as we can see here, they just go so well together. In addition to Sapphire, we also have the wine color family, forest, as well as the iron color family. So that's gonna be your red, green, and then gray respectively. So this foundational collection basically sets the tone for the entire year. They will definitely be introducing different colorways, different color palettes, such as like the bold color palette, fall color palette from last year, for example, not like me foreshadowing what's gonna happen this year. But yeah, there will definitely be other colors introduced to the mix and other color palettes, but this is just the newer classic palette. If you are unfamiliar with the Cloud 2 fabric, I'll post a little graphic that the Vitality team provided up here for you to see, but it's essentially like this super lightweight, thin, brushed fabric that I know people compare it to Lululemon all the time, but I would actually agree with that. Like, I actually like Cloud 2 a lot more than Lululemon Align fabric. It is weightless, it's buttery, like actually buttery, infinite stretch, and it just feels so nice against your body and just super luxurious too. I find that this fabric is one of the most versatile fabrics that I have in my closet. I can wear it both in the gym and out, especially with the styles that we've seen ever since last year and then now for this year too. So with that being said, let's just jump right into what's launching, right? So hello friends, editing Tracy here. Wanted to just pop on like behind the scenes real quick, because at the time of me filming this video, I didn't have a lot of information at all in regards to this campaign. I just basically had a list of everything launching and that's all I had to work with. Didn't even mention the launch date in the video because I didn't know what it was, but you know, it's January 25th at 11 a.m. Central Time. More importantly, I just received an email with the full completed creative brief for this collection, which includes prices. I will post them up here for you guys. And something that you'll notice, especially if you are a longtime fan of Vitality, is that prices have increased for Cloud 2. Now, they did send like a little blurb about all of this, as well as a public blog post that I will link down in the description, as well as post on the screen, so you guys can read along as I'm talking about it as well. But it looks like prices are increasing due to inflation just across the board with their suppliers, manufacturers, freight, everything across the board is increasing, and it looks like they've tried to keep the prices the same for the longest time, but they're not able to anymore. Now, what does that mean as a consumer, right? Because I'm not gonna lie to you guys, the changes, in my opinion, are a little bit drastic. They are a little bit drastic, and I know that they're trying to just offset that margin and to make the price increases as little as possible, which I completely respect. But as a consumer, I think it's so important to just really prioritize everything else in your life prior to giving into like FOMO marketing or whatever the case may be that would compel you to buy a piece and feel like stressed out about it, if that makes any sense. The goal of my videos is to never elicit that type of feeling for you guys. It's simply to just give you the information. And if you do choose to purchase a piece and add it to your wardrobe, then like obviously the price should match the quality. I mean, I think Vitality has done amazing work, and all the changes that they've done to the Cloud 2 line in general have been phenomenal. But as a consumer, like, I think it's important for you to assess, like, are these price changes worth the additional coin? If so, amazing. But if not, like, I don't want you guys to be surprised on launch day whenever you're seeing that, because like that's why I wanted to make this, you know, little PSA in the first place. But yeah, if you're interested, then take a look at that link that I put down below. But there will be price increases to Cloud 2 moving forward, so just wanted to make you guys aware of that change. We have the Cloud 2 Scoop Bra and Scoop Tank. the gather jacket. We also have a brand new bra. So we have the Cloud 2 Strappy bra. It's the only piece, I believe, that's coming out in the like middle colorway, whereas the corset bra and tank are going to come in the third lightest colorway in this entire palette. Moving on, we have the Cloud 2 Volley short, the pant, and the new Cloud 2 fold over trouser. Is giving 90s. I've never had a fold over trouser before, so I'm excited to review that for you guys. But these are all coming out in the darkest colorways, the foundational colors, as well as the Cloud 2 jumpsuit, which I know that launched in the cherry capsule from a couple weeks back, but I haven't had it yet, so this will be the first time you're seeing me try on the new court jumpsuit. And last but not least, we also have the Cloud 2 Shrug coming in the lightest colorway out of the entire collection. So that's gonna be it for like everything that's launching in Cloud 2. Moving on, we have a couple of like loungewear outerwear pieces, starting with more basis. So we have the basis long sleeve coming out, as well as the Vitality puffer, like an actual puffer vest, not that quilted, you know, jacket that we saw from last time, which I did not like. But we have a puffer vest, and I'm so excited to review her for you guys because I think she is top notch, and I'm definitely gonna be wearing her to Portland in a couple weeks here. Last but not least, we have some casual wear. So we have the Ember mini line, I guess you should say. There's the Ember crop sweater, which I do not have. And last but not least, we have the Ember cardigan. But yeah, this collection is stacked, you guys. There is a lot that is launching, and I have a good amount of pieces here to show you guys. So with that being said, let's just jump right into the review. First and foremost, let's start off with that new. I have here the Cloud 2 Strappy bra in Miss Indigo, size extra small, a completely brand new style to Vitality, but not a design that we haven't seen before. If you're like familiar with the activewear world and different activewear brands, Pop Shop Boutique did it first, then Alphalete did one, and then now Vitality. And I don't know how I feel about that because I'm like, I love the design of the bra, love it, obsessed with it, but I would have just appreciated it if the design was tweaked a little bit more to kind of like make it its own unique thing. This is very similar to Crop Shop Boutique's Flexi bra, just like how Alphalete did the same thing with their strappy version of this too. So anywho, I digress. I'll go ahead and put comparisons here for you guys. I did a lot of graphics this time around in terms of color comparisons, fit comparisons to different pieces and whatnot. I will say that I do like this version from Vitality a lot more for various reasons, which I will, you know, explain. So details about the sports bra. We have a very wide neck here with obviously thin straps that go all the way to the top and cross in the back. There is a bottom band here, which is so nice. If you have the Cloud 2 scoop bra, corset bra, just any bra or tank from Vitality period, this ribbing at the bottom band should look very familiar. So this bra has the exact same band, which I love because it offers at least a little bit of support. I feel like the Crop Shop Boutique one, because it didn't have a dedicated bottom band, dude, sliding up all the way, like it was just so difficult for me to like raise my arms up and everything because you could just see under boob straight away, whereas in this I can raise my arms up and down, nothing's moving, you guys. So I love that added support, the added coverage as well. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a very minimal bra, you know, it's still showing the girls, but I do love me a strappy bra, you know what I mean? Very much a light compression sports bra. Like, do not be jumping around in this bra expecting it to like hold anything up. It's not gonna do any of that. Made of the Cloud 2 fabric, so extremely soft, extremely stretchy and forgiving. It does come with removable cup pads and the straps are adjustable. This is what the side looks like. It is different from Crop Shop Boutique's bra because their bra kind of goes to the back, so this fabric extends back here and then that's when their straps start, whereas Vitality's, it just stops right at the midway point and then just begins with the straps. But one thing I will say about like the design of where the straps are placed on the side is that you kind of get this situation right here where there's a little bit of a fold between the first and second strap. So no matter how I move this, even if I move this up to try and alleviate that fold, as soon as you put your hand down, it's gonna fold again. Looks a little bit weird from the front, right? Because you can just kind of see it jutting out from the side, but it's not a design, you know, feature that is making me rule out the bra by any means. It's just something that's a little bit annoying. These straps are sewn in super well too, so it's sewn on like the inner portion of the bra, whereas I think the Crop Shop Boutique one, the straps are sewn in on the outside, which can be a little bit irritating. This is what the back is looking like. So once again, super thin, very stretchy straps that cross in the back and they are adjustable. And then you have the other two straps that again cross in the back and then kind of make up that back band. Let's talk about sizing. So I'm currently wearing a size extra small. Once again, I'm just always in between sizes for any bra for any activewear brand nowadays. And I find that an extra small fits me perfectly, again with no gaping. If you're in between sizes or you've previously had issues with any sort of gaping in the chest area, try sizing down and seeing seeing how you like that because it just completely alleviated it for me. And I find that because these straps are adjustable, it's just nice to have that like additional level of support. But if you carry a little bit more muscle or fat like in your back area and you just don't want things to be pudging out, that's when I would say to size up if you're in between, because these straps down here are a little bit tighter than like these top straps just because it's, you know, holding the entire bra together. So yeah, if you're worried about anything like hanging out, then that's when I would say size up. Otherwise, stay true to size and I think you'll be just fine. Next up, the top that I was wearing earlier but in bra form, we have the corset bra. I'm wearing the color Mist in a size extra small. We first saw this in the fall 23 collection, so you know, I'm not gonna spend too much time on this, but the biggest change for this bra versus the other bra that launched is that there are no contrasting seams. I know that you guys had a lot of opinions about the contrasting. Some of you liked it, some of you didn't. So this entire collection, there will be no contrasting seams for the corset bra or tank, but you can still see the seams obviously, and I just love that like little detail because I think it just looks so elegant and so classy. It has a soft V-neck that's not too deep, but like not too full coverage either, you know what I mean? It has the same bottom band that we've seen multiple times before, but it offers a little bit of lift. I still would say that it's like a light support, but I feel a lot more held in this bra versus let's say the scoop bra or especially the new Strappy bra. An extra small fits me perfectly. These straps are super comfortable. There's no digging in and it just lays really nicely on the skin. I find that even though these straps are a little bit on the wider side, there's no risk of anything falling down, sliding whatsoever. It just kind of stays in place and performs super well. This is one of those bras from Vitality that you feel safe, secure, confident, and you don't have to worry about anything falling out per se. This is what the side looks like, nothing too crazy. And then once you get to the back is whenever you have this like super low scoop detail, but also with the corset seams still going along the back as well, just to kind of like keep it in line with what's going on in the front there. I have tried a size small before and a size small is comfortable. There's still no gaping, but I think I like the extra small a little bit more to feel more held in. I could go with either size though, so here's my sizing advice. If you want a little bit more support, a little bit of a lift, size down if in between, but if you want this more for comfort, size up if you're in between, and I think you'll be just fine. Next up, we have the top that I was wearing for the intro of the video, but this is the corset tank, also in Mist size extra small. No new changes to this either, except for the fact that there are no more contrasting seams, but this is essentially just the bra, but in tank form. There's a little bit of skin showing through whenever I raise my arms up, but overall, like this does cover the top of the waistband for the Cloud 2 leggings. It comes with a built-in shelf bra with removable cup pads, and again, the bottom band is still that ribbed situation, so it's very, very comfy on the body. Back details are the exact same with the low scoop that still meets at around the same point as the bra does. Same sizing as before. If you're in between sizes and are wanting a more snug fit with a little bit of a lift, size down. Otherwise, stay true to size, and if you're wanting it for even more comfort, then feel free to size up if in between, but just know that this is super stretchy. Next up, a classic, we have the Cloud 2 scoop bra in the color Sapphire in a size extra small. I used to really not like this bra until I tried on an extra small because I was gaping like crazy, you guys. Like I could not wear a size small in this bra and like walk out of the house until I sized down. And an extra small fits so beautifully. I can fully enjoy having a wider neck sports bra, but this bra launched for the first time last year in the initial Cloud 2 collection that launched in January. So happy 1 year anniversary, Miss Cloud 2 scoop bra. But once again, has a very, very wide neck, thin straps that are thicker still than the Strappy bra though. I'll post like strap comparisons for you guys to see up here. Super comfortable, made of Cloud 2. Support is still gonna be a light to medium on me, and here's your gape test in a size extra small. Nothing's hanging out. Has the ribbed waistband like on the inside at least, but otherwise the top is very simple. No fluff. The straps are adjustable so you can adjust the support level to your liking. Oh, and I forgot to mention this too. I think they did this starting the bonus drop last year where they increased the coverage on the bust area a little bit more. Whenever this first launched, I tried an extra small and a small, but an extra small didn't have enough coverage. But now with the additional coverage, I can wear this just fine. Again, for sizing, if you're in between sizes in this bra, had previous gaping issues, size down, I think you'll be just fine. Like Cloud 2 is just so stretchy once again, but otherwise stay true to size. The last little tank top that I have to show you is the Cloud 2 scoop tank. Once again, in Sapphire size extra small. It's literally just the bra, but in tank form. And I will say this tank hits a little bit lower than the corset tank. So the corset tank kind of hit me just about like a centimeter higher where like it was almost showing. But I think if I raised my arms up here, I'm trying to look in the viewfinder, I don't think any skin is showing here. So that's gonna be the difference. It's very like marginal, but it's still a difference, right? right? And it still hits a little bit lower, but otherwise same exact details. Has a built-in shelf bra with removable cup pads. Otherwise, very simple silhouette, super stretchy as per usual. So the back has the exact same details as the bra, Vitality logo back and center right there. Yeah, you can wear both of these and let's take with a shrug and have it be a little like cohesive jumpsuit almost. I feel like the court jumpsuit is also kind of modeled after this specific fit in terms of sizing. Same sizing as before. I would say size down if in between if you have gaping issues, otherwise size up for comfort, but otherwise stay true to size. Next up, probably once again the most underrated item that Vitality carries is the Cloud 2 Shrug. I have her in the color Ice and this is a size extra small. So it's actually a smaller size than what I got last time in the fall collection, which was a size small. So I'll go ahead and put size comparisons up there for you guys to see. I think overall I still do like the size small a little bit more just because I feel like in an extra small, the sleeves are obviously a little bit tighter. The differences in like the actual sizing are marginal. They're not really crazy at all, but even then, those marginal differences definitely have a fit difference. So let's talk details about this. Same details that we've seen before, no changes at all. Has these super long sleeves that like whenever you put your thumbs through them, there's no abrasiveness at all between your thumb and your pointer finger, which I hate sometimes for tops. Like if the sleeves are a little bit too short, there's a lot of digging right there. In this, they made the sleeves long enough so that way it's super comfortable whenever you actually put the thumb holes on. Very stretchy too. I love how the sleeves kind of like glide onto your body because the actual like fit itself is just so comfortable and it's so cute. Like I love this, especially with like the little bow, ballerina core, you know, like coquette core or whatever the friggin' term is nowadays. It's actually functional too because there's so little fabric that it's really just to keep your arms and your like mid back, I guess, warm. And I've carried my shrugs in my bag before to go out, and whenever I get cold in restaurants or whatever, just freaking throw the shrug on. And it's so cute, it's so simple, and it kept me warm. That's like the biggest thing. It does have this little Y seam going down the back, and for the other version of this, there was contrast piping, but not for this one. I would say that if you're in between sizes, size up, because I do feel a little bit of like digging in my armpits right here, which I mean, to be fair, I did feel it in the size small as well, but like not to this degree. Next up, we have the new and improved Gather jacket. I'm wearing the color Sapphire, obviously, in a size extra small. And guys, there are a lot of differences between this one and the version that previously released in fall. So I'll go ahead and put videos up here for you guys to see, but some of the biggest changes include making the actual body of this smaller. A big complaint that I had about the previous Gather jacket, I did not like that jacket at all. I mean, I still don't really like it too much to be fair, but I just think that it was so big. It just fit big. And so it was meant to be this kind of like BBL jacket type of look, but because it didn't fit snug onto your body, I think that design effect was kind of lost. So that was the first thing. They just made the entire body smaller as a whole, so it fits a little bit more snug now. They took the sides up too. There's a lot more of this exaggerated curve at the side meeting to the back, and the back actually hits me at the very top of my glutes now, whereas before it was just kind of sitting on me, you guys. It was just kind of laying on my body, not doing a single freaking thing. But now with all these changes, it kind of makes your waist look a little bit smaller, and the fact that it sits above your hips too just kind of makes you look a little bit more hourglass curvy. Those are the biggest design changes to the body of the jacket. And the other changes are going to include the sleeves. There used to be a lot of like ruching on the sleeves to kind of mimic the Gather jacket's essence, right? And the sleeves were way too short. They lengthened the sleeves for one, but the sleeves are a lot more similar. I mean, they're pretty much the exact same thing as the Cloud 2 jacket sleeves. They're gonna be a lot smoother, no ruching whatsoever, and they now added thumb holes. I definitely feel the like cinching effect a lot more. So ruching and gathering all throughout the front as well as the sides, and it kind of like curves up a little bit, so it hits at the smallest portion of my waist, and then once you turn to the back, once again hits at the very top of my glutes pretty naturally. I love how it fits now. Like, it's giving curvy, it's giving hourglass, and we love to see it. But I will say it's still not my favorite jacket in terms of the ruching, because I just don't think I like the ruching very much. But it is the best fitting BBL jacket out of the two that I have, aka the Cloud 2 jacket and then now the Gather jacket, the new and improved one. I don't really like the Cloud 2 jacket either, honestly. Like, it doesn't cinch me in at all. Like, this definitely cinches me in more than the Cloud 2 jacket does. I would say that if you're in between sizes for this jacket, definitely size down for for a more snatched BBL type of fit without it being compressive, because like this isn't compressing me at all. There's still definitely a lot of wiggle room. Like I feel very comfortable. All right guys, moving on to bottoms, we have the Cloud 2 pant in the color Sapphire, obviously, in a size double extra small. Not the typical size that I would ever get for, you know, any leggings, but I feel like with Cloud 2, I tend to size down because once again, this fabric is so forgiving and so stretchy that you really could get away with sizing down if you want a more body molding fit. It's kind of like Honor Active's Mellow Soft, right? It's not that it's gonna be tight on you at all. It's just gonna hug all the right places and mold to all the right places. And I just find that I personally like how that fits more than like my size extra small, which honestly kind of slides down on me a little bit because it's not like clinging onto me correctly. Even though there's no excess fabric or anything at all in a size extra small, I just like how this size fits a little bit more. Comes with a high-waisted waistband, no front seam at all, and then there's just a slight taper here that meets above my hips. So I just love the Cloud 2 pants so much. Like it literally does not slide down, move anywhere at all, and there's just so much forgiveness here. Like, oh, it's just so soft and buttery, and it just feels so luxurious on your skin. Like I cannot get enough of this fabric. It is so flattering as well. Fits me at a 7/8 length, and I think on a size double extra small, it's a 25 or 24.5 inch inseam. I'll put the Vitality grading system here for you guys, but essentially they have a graded system where every size that you go up or down for leggings, it adds or subtracts half an inch. But other than that, no crazy details at all. Has your signature Vitality glute seam that's very exaggerated and sits way above your glutes. I love how this looks so much. Has the Vitality logo right there back in center. And I believe whenever I did the squat test for this, it was squat proof, but I'll insert it somewhere here for you guys. If there's one thing that you need, especially from Vitality, like if you've never tried Vitality before, get you a Cloud 2 pant and I promise you, you'll be obsessed. If you're in between sizes and are wanting a more body molding fit, like I said, you will not go wrong with sizing down. Trust, because this fabric is so forgiving, but otherwise stay true to size. I would not size up. Next up, I have the Cloud 2 Volley short. Oh my gosh, am I ashy? Okay, no, I'm good. Cloud 2 Volley short, also a size double extra small. It's literally the exact same details as the Cloud 2 pant, except for the fact that it's like completely cut off. This is a 5¼ inch inseam, so it also has the Vitality grading system applied, and these do ride up on me slightly. Like it's still a little bit dangerous. They're sitting under my glutes, still has a little bit of room, but I can just tell that it's gonna slowly start riding up. Petition for them to bring the bikers back. I don't know what happened with the bikers or where they went, but I love the bikers. I think they're a 7¼ inch inseam, which is like ample room. You know what I'm saying? There's no digging in whatsoever. Like they fit super comfortably, but I would just like for the longer lengths just so that way we can have options and whatnot. But if you're in between sizes for shorts and you have thicker thighs or you want them to not ride down as much, then size up if in between, but otherwise stay true to size. I still like a size double extra small just because again, I like for it to like cinch body molding, all of that. The last bottoms that I have, I clearly have it written up so I can show you guys what it looks like. But this is the Cloud 2 Foldover trouser. I'm wearing a size double extra small, hopefully in regular. Hopefully they're adding lengths to them because I didn't see anything about multiple lengths in the PDF. Because I mean, whenever they launched Winter Cozy, they also didn't have lengths for the cozy trousers and the studio trousers. But they have historically done different lengths for like the Cloud 2 trousers. So crossing my fingers that they're doing that, because I mean this is super long on me. Hi, editing Tracy here once again with an update because I'm literally just like editing this as I'm getting the information, but it looks like they are doing multiple length options, but it's not what they've typically done with offering all sizes for short, regular, and tall. In this case, they're just offering the regular sizes, so double extra small to 4XL, and then I'll post the sizing here for you guys to see, but a double extra small to a small is 33.5 inches, medium to extra large 34 inches, 2XL to 4XL is 34.5 inches for the inseam, which I don't know. I think that's just like a very lazy way of offering different size options and length options, because what if you're just like a tall gal but you're an extra small? Like what if you needed the 34.5 inch inseam but it's not offered to you, or you're like a medium but you're just like on the shorter side, so you need something that's shorter than a 33.5 inch inseam, because 33.5 inches is very long. Like, oh my god. So I mean, definitely tall girl friendly across the board. Like if anything, these are just tall length options, not short girl friendly at all. This is making me angry. But yeah, different style. The waistband actually folds over. There's a lot of stretch here, and it does fit a little bit differently than previous cloud trousers and whatnot that I've tried. So I'll go ahead and put comparisons on the screen here for you guys. There's a little bit more room in the area between the bottom of the waistband to the gusset. I think there's about an inch of a difference. The length is longer as well. I think this one on a double extra small is a 33-inch inseam, whereas the Cloud 2 trouser is a 32-inch inseam or around that. The smallest point of the foldover trousers are like a 6.25 inch or something along those lines, whereas the smallest point of the Cloud 2 trouser is bigger. These fit more like a bell bottom almost. And then the flare portion as well is a little bit smaller, I think, on the foldover trouser versus the Cloud 2. So again, it's completely different. I don't know why they made it like that. I'm just like, okay, maybe it's just a different trouser overall, so they wanted it to fit different. But I mean, I completely understand if they wanted to make this a whole different pant of its own. So yeah, familiarize yourself with the screenshots and everything and the pictures that I posted of the measurements, because I don't want you guys to get the product in and be like, why does this fit different? Don't say I didn't warn you. I told you. Anywho, details about the foldover trouser. Obviously, you can fold the waistband over, and it has the Vitality logo, the triangle logo on the left-hand side. There's no front seam at all, and the waistband is a straight across waistband in the front and in the back. So there's no like exaggerated glute seam. There's no taper in the front here or anything at all. Just a straight across, because I mean, obviously you can just like fold this down. It doesn't add any sort of compression, at least in my opinion. It's just like a thicker waistband. I think I still prefer the Cloud 2 trouser, but this is a cute little addition to the mix. Once again, runs very, very long. It's definitely dragging on the floor a little bit. I wish they made the flare a little bit wider, because like my calf is skimming the flare down here. Okay, last Cloud 2 piece that I have is the Cloud 2 court jumpsuit. Yeah, the Cloud 2 court jumpsuit, wearing Sapphire, size extra small, and this is my first time trying this piece. Once again, it just launched in the cherry capsule that launched earlier this month, but I didn't get it in my allocation, so I got it for the first time here, and I kind of figured after seeing it that I wouldn't like it. My initial thoughts were kind of confirmed with why I don't like this, but anywho, we'll get into those details. But I don't know if you guys remember, but earlier I said that the Cloud 2 scoop tank as well as the Cloud 2 pant together is what I feel like inspired this fit, because it has a very similar cut to the Cloud 2 scoop tank, and then obviously, you know, the bottom of this is just straight up the Cloud 2 pant. So yeah, they just kind of like put everything together, and then here we go. The court jumpsuit has a super wide neckline with these very, very thin straps, and then the straps kind of like blend in with the seam on the side going all the way to the back too, and it's also mirrored by the actual like scoop seam itself. So everything is very cohesive, which I like. It has the seam running down the center of the jumpsuit as well, which is kind of strange to me. I don't think I really like that design. I don't know why the seam is here. I think it kind of takes away from like the simplicity of it. It has this very exaggerated waistband seam, which is very similar to the other Cloud 2 jumpsuits that we've seen, where the seam hits right at the smallest portion of your waist to really like emphasize. And then the back is going to have this very exaggerated glute seam once again that sits like way up at your hips. And I love that the Cloud 2 jumpsuits do that, because I just think it looks so flattering. But not only that, right? So this does have a built-in shelf bra with removable cup pads, the exact same shelf bra that we've seen in the other tanks that I showed you guys today. And then the body of this is like double lined. So there's a fabric in the front as well as on the inside. So it's offering just a little bit more support without being anything too crazy. I thought it was single line, but everything above this waistband is double lined, whereas the pant portion going down is single line. Adds a little bit more support, and I definitely feel it just a little bit, and I love that feature. The one qualm that I have about these straps is that they are a little bit like on the tight side. They are adjustable, so you can make them loose if you wanted to, but something that I've noticed with the Vitality jumpsuits is that like over time they kind of start to like slide down a little bit, and it starts to like weigh, you know, it's kind of like gravity against these freaking straps. And so with how thin these straps are, I just kind of feel them digging in the more that I'm walking and going about my day over time, as the bodysuit kind of like settles and slides down a little bit more, if that makes any sense. I don't like these straps because I think that they're a little bit on the more abrasive side. But in addition to that, the sides of the scoop at the widest part kind of like flip and fold in on itself. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it just leaves the strap over here on the sides looking a little bit weird. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm just not in love with the idea of these like super thin straps on this jumpsuit, because it just kind of like weighs everything down, and then it kind of like folds weird on itself. This is what the body of the jumpsuit looks like. So it really just kind of like takes your waist in, makes the quads look great. This hits me at a 7/8 length. There are no like inseam lengths. I do have longer legs for my height, so all leggings pretty much hit me at a 7/8 length. If you're in between for sizing, I would say size up. For the other Vitality jumpsuits, I always said like, you know, just stick with your bottom sizing. But in this case, because the straps are so annoying to me, if you're in between, I would definitely say to size up for a little bit more of a comfy fit. Again, you can always adjust the straps to your liking. Okay, that takes care of it for all the Cloud 2 pieces that we're going to see. So now we're moving on to a lot more like outerwear or casual wear type of pieces. First up, starting with the basis long sleeve, I have her in the color Forest, which is another foundational color of the new classic palette for Vitality in a size extra small. So I'll post green color comparisons for you guys to see here, especially differences between Forest as well as Evergreen, because I feel like those colors look very similar, but they are different. Evergreen is definitely a bit of a brighter foresty type of green, whereas Forest is a lot darker. If you have any Ascend 2 pieces, definitely take a closer look at some of those individual colors in there, because chances are they will definitely be coming out in some of these more future collections and whatnot. The first time that we saw the basis line come out was literally the last collection, so Cozy Winter 23. I mean, my opinion on the basis pieces still remains the same. It's just made of this like stretchy cotton that doesn't really have too much stretch to it at all, and this is just your basic long sleeve. The sleeves are very short though, and I wish they were longer because it kind of makes me look childish. I don't know. And then this is what the back looks like, so nothing crazy going on back here either. It literally is just a cropped long sleeve top. I don't know how much this is, but I wouldn't pay over like $15 to $20 for this, because I feel like this is just a basic top that you can get at like Target or Zara. Yeah. Okay, next up we have the freaking Vitality puffer vest. I'm wearing a size extra small in the color Forest once again. And guys, this is like an actual puffer. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the deal was with that quilted puffer jacket from before. I literally just called it a quilted jacket because that was not a puffer. Like this is puffy. This is giving puffer, okay? And I love how this looks. Definitely like a new piece to Vitality. Obviously their first ever rendition of an actual puffer jacket. It has this gigantic puffed up collar situation going on. The main fabric as well as the lining is made of 100% recycled nylon, whereas the filling on the inside of like the actual puffer portion is made of 100% recycled polyester. Feels like any typical puffer jacket, right? Has that like nylon type of feeling and whatnot, but super puffy. I love the oversized sleeves as well. It comes with this like chrome zipper and whatnot, and so let me go ahead and actually zip this up for you guys. Obviously I'm planning on wearing some sort of like jacket under this, so it's nice that there's a little bit of room in here so I can layer instead of it being like way too small and therefore I can't wear anything on the inside, right? It does have pockets on both sides that close via a little button, but the inside of the pockets are lined. They're fleece lined, so it can keep your hands warm. And one thing that I hate about the winter time is that like when my nose, my ears, and my hands and toes get cold. I could be butt ass naked, you know what I'm saying? But if my hands, nose, ears, and toes are cold, it's game over. I can't do it. So I love that it has this feature. It can still fit my iPhone 11 Pro Max though, which is super nice. But not only does it have these two pockets in the front here, on the left hand side, there's actually an inner pocket. I was shook whenever I figured that out, you guys. Like, what? And this also fits my iPhone 11 Pro Max perfectly. So there's ample room for you to throw your keys in there, your card, chapstick, whatever. And then the inner lining of this, it's just the same nylon. There's no fleece or anything in there either. But yeah, it has the same Vitality triangle logo there as there is on the zipper. At the very top of the zipper, there's this little like pocket, so the top of the zipper can sit in there, which I love whenever brands do that, because I feel like sometimes it can just like hit your chin or your neck and just really like be abrasive. So I like that there's a little pocket up here to like put the zipper in. There's also a bungee cord at the very bottom here, so that way you can cinch this in to your liking. This is where it's hitting me, mid waist. Whenever I cinch this up, it actually hits at the smallest point of my waist, which I like. It gives it an even more of a puffer type of look, and I just think that's super cute. So I love how this looks. I think it is adorable. I will be getting so much use out of this puffer vest, especially whenever I'm going to Portland in just a couple weeks here. Anywho, for sizing, if you live in like warmer weather and you're not really needing the additional like space and everything. I would say size down if you're in between, especially if you feel that you're not gonna wear that many layers. But if you live in colder areas and you know that like with any puffer vest or jacket, you're at least gonna wear like 2 to 3 layers underneath a puffer vest, then maybe size up if you're in between, but otherwise stick true to size and it should still fit a little bit on the more oversized part. Last but not least, I know this is a really random outfit right now with Sapphire Force and now Oat, but I'm just here to show you all the pieces. Okay, but this is the Ember cardigan in Oat Marl, wearing a size extra small. Probably like the most random piece out of its entire collection. Like, it is straight up just a lifestyle piece. Just your big old cardigan, not even oversized or anything at all. Like, the sleeves kind of fit me perfectly, especially at the bottom because it's bigger at the armpit area and then it kind of like tapers down at the bottom. Sleeves fit me perfectly with just a little bit of room past my wrist, so there's no bunching and it's not too short like the friggin' long sleeve at all. But yeah, it's just like a little grandma cardigan. It's not my favorite piece because I don't wear cardigans like this to begin with. I feel like I look 83 with this on. It is thin. It's made of this like stretchy ribbed material and there's a lot of like ribbing details just going on as a whole. The ribbing for the opening of the cardigan is like super fine, whereas the entire body of the cardigan is more so of a thicker, more spaced out ribbing. And then you have the bottom where it's a little bit on the thinner side as well. So yeah, just a lot of like ribbing details again going on as a whole. There are wide pockets that definitely fit my 11 Pro Max in here, and it's hitting me at like mid thigh. So definitely like on the long side, right? But this is what the back looks like. But for those of you guys who like how this looks and everything, then like all the power to you. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's me and maybe I just don't know how to style this at all and I just don't wear pieces like this as a whole, so maybe that's why I'm like dogging on it. But it is comfortable and stretchy and super thin, so yeah. All right guys, that wraps it up for this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it and found it helpful and then found a piece or two that you have your eye on as well. Again, I don't know what the date for this collection is, like when it launches or anything, because I'm filming this so far out in advance, but whatever the launch date is, I'll put it somewhere up here. And as always, if you found this video helpful and are looking to shop the launch, code Tracy saves you on US shipping, supports me and my relationship with the Vitality team so I can keep these reviews going for you guys. Thank you so much for your support thus far. I appreciate you more than you know and I'm so grateful for you and just all the opportunities that you guys have given me through your support. But if you haven't already, then definitely give this video a like, comment down below any questions that you have for me at all, and don't forget to follow me over on Instagram and TikTok where I post more content on the daily. I'll also do a Q&A prior to this launch as well, and if I have any other information, I'll post it in my like little community tab post or whatever for you guys prior to launch. I think that's it for my end, guys. Happy shopping and I will talk to y'all soon. So, bye!